today's intention. Today we're going to talk about the control. We have two forms of control. We can the bad control that I call like this is when you want to control something because you want to achieve a result. So you have to you always try to deal with the action to achieve the result. That's it. So it means you don't like to play. You just want the result. And most of the time, when you go to a tournament, most of the time, always, when you go to a tournament and the referee says that you win by walkover because the other one couldn't come or was sick, whatever, you receive this victory with a smile. Why? Because I have the result, and I don't have one to play, and I don't have to play. This is weird, huh? It's really weird. Because in tennis, we arrive to tennis because we want. So we like to play tennis. But when we arrive to the tournament, we don't want to play tennis because we don't looking for play tennis. We're just looking for the result. So the control of the result is not to play. If you want to play, you have to leave the control of the result. That's it. So which is the best form of control? The auto control. This is the best way. Why? Because no matter what are the circumstances, you're always going to be in calm. And this calm give you the opportunity to see more opportunities to resolve the problem, or to resolve the match, or to resolve the game. Even if you're losing 6-0, 6-5, if you're in calm, you have another perspective, and then you can release something more to achieve the game. To achieve the game, not to achieve the result. So, because normally when people is the things going wrong, they get crazy. They start complaining. Why? They start complaining, making throwing the racket to the ground. Why? Because they are uncomfortable to feel that sensation. Why? Because they don't know they have to be on control of their self. So imagine the thing going wrong. You are trying to control the result. The result is not happening. The game for sure is not also. And you don't know what happened. So normally you have to scream and you have to hit the racket and complain, whatever, because it's a situation that you can handle at all because you don't know what is happening. You came to play a game, but when you arrive to the match, you just want a result, but you don't know also that. Because when you know that you have to leave the result, and now you can play like the first time that you arrive to a court to play. You arrive here to play, not for a result. And when you leave the result, right, and then you play, then you get more energy to the game. And when the things going wrong, didn't happen like didn't happen on your way, then you keep calm. This auto control is important because then you have more perspective. You know what's happening. So the only thing is to be present in this experience that is painful, but this is experience. Everyone wants to live it. That's why they are complaining, because they don't want to pass by there. That's why they want to resolve. Of course, the player want to play tennis for sure. The only thing that doesn't like to pass by the experience of being uncomfortable. They don't want it. They hate it. They hate it to be in that position. Just enjoyable. Because enjoyable is going to give you the best result. It's not. The best result, you get the best result when you are uncomfortable and you stay there. When you are you have the auto control of the situation. This is where you grow up. This is when your game change. But no one wants to be there. There are two, two. The life is too easy for the players right now. A coach told me, "Oh, the kids of today doesn't move nothing. They are like us." Yes, yeah, yeah. And I say, yes, for sure. They are easy life. Why they have to move? Why? If they have everything. So there are two forms of control. The auto control is the best one. Is the way that you can be present in the experience and then get the experience of play. Because when you are aware, you are part of something. But when you are controlling, try just achieve the result. You leave the game, and your action never is going to be completely. And this is something that goes away, that give you away from the game, and then you start complaining, and then you start crashing the racket into the ground because you don't know what happened. But now you know. You cannot play by the result. You just can play the experience, and the experience sometimes going to be painful and uncomfortable. But this position is the best position to be a better player. If you want to be a better player, it's not for free. Nothing is for free. If you want to be a better player, you have to know how to stay in this position of being comfortable, and then it's going to grow up your game. Why? Because you deal with the pain, with calm, with passion. You are more than the situation. That is different. So don't try to play by the result. Don't try to control the result because the game is not gonna happen. It's going to be away, and it's going to be worse and worse and worse. But if you have the auto control of the situation, then you are bigger than the situation. But this situation to be in a good position after circumstances is not for free. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. So if you are dealing with a situation in a game that is uncomfortable, smile because you are progressing. That's what you want, to progress. Because if you're not progressing, you go down. So leave the control of the result and get the auto control. I hope you like this video, and we'll see you soon.